Good morning, good morning. So, not sure everybody's aware of this or not. Trump has once again tackled his threats that appear to me were of threat to nuclear war, threatening to use some kind of weapons outside of legal limits. He threatened us. Now he's saying to give him a 2 week. Giving him a 2 week, what's it called, and there's like a 10-point thing that Iran wanted. Trump's going to give him all that. It needs to be said, this was a benefit. This was a benefit for Iran. The only people that came out of this on top was Iran. America come out of it, once again, as a nation led by demented, psychopathic elite. Dumb fucking country that once again voted for this. That's what America comes out as. Separated further from NATO. He's attacked NATO, he's attacked the European allies. Then he turns around and says that you can come out there and help him with the strait, but they didn't want to do it. Clearly they didn't want to do it. So this makes no sense. You threaten people, disrespect them, then you say, come and help me. I don't understand that. That's where America comes out as. America comes out as a nation led by a dumb, sheeple nation led by a psychopathic elite that will stop at nothing. No limits. Not neglecting nuclear biological weapons. You have to realize that Iran was willing to stand 10 toes down. The videos. He threatened to bomb. He basically said that he was like, we're going to bomb bridges, we're going to bomb energy plants and all that. Well, those are war crimes. I can keep repeating it. You are openly, literally advocating for war crimes. And what you're doing is what you did. Advocating to commit war crimes. Get civilian targets. You know they're civilian targets. You said as much. You're saying, I don't care, I'm going to go kill them anyway because I want to do it. And that's all that is. To me, this moment, what this moment was, I can't say it was waking anybody up, it's not, but it was a moment of rubber hitting the road, as they say. The rubber hitting the road. They were quite willing to take casualties. They were quite willing to make their point on what they stand at. And you see that with this. Standing in front of the very same targets that Donald Trump just hours ago threatened to attack, to harm civilians and to harm civilian infrastructure. Which will lead to dysentery and typhus. People don't understand that bombing these things leads to people's deaths. It's connections. It's like, it's connections. And I want to say it gets me that he went, it's in a matter of, was it even a week, from saying they should stand up against their leaders to now being like, well, we'll just kill them. We'll just buy it. It's like, it'd be like Ted Bundy warning somebody about the stranger danger, and it's like, why would we listen to you? Why? So we can, this is another trap so we can better get abducted and killed. I think that's to me what this was for the world to see. I think that ultimately, that's it, they came out of it on top. And I mean, this is one of those moments of history where it will be like, yeah, they won. They stood 10 toes down. They stood up to the bully, to the Goliath, and they showed how far they want to go. I worried with them. I was telling a friend of mine about when Jasmine Crockett, she was talking about, Jasmine Crockett was talking about the arguing with Martin Luther Green, and I was saying how, I agree with very much with her. I like she's got syntax, and She's a very intelligent African American lady. But you have to be careful when you're dealing with MAGA, because MAGA don't care about intelligence. You're not dealing with people who are the best. You're dealing with people who are willing to say the kind of racist things most white folks feel they can't say or won't. Their base, can't say or won't. That's what MAGA is. And they'll take one, throw it in the garbage can, and get another piece of garbage. That's what they are. The people that are willing to say things that their parents would never would have. Just the most racist person in the room. And seeing them argue, I felt like Jasmine Crockett, was that she's in danger of playing into the trope of the angry black woman. I know she's not. She's a very intelligent lady, but the problem with trash like Marjorie Taylor Greene is that she's already white trash. You see, a black woman can't do that. I'm sorry, I wish it wasn't like this. If I had a daughter, I'd tell her that. You can't do that. You don't have that power. That's what white supremacy means to me. The power to be nasty and the power to kill. That's what it means. The power to kill. I have the power to hunt you down and chase you down as a black person and to kill you because you don't belong. So I just, to me, as I said with Jasmine Crockett and Marjorie Taylor Greene navigating that, holding her accountable, but also not, the dumb black lady argued, the loud black lady, same thing with Iran. They have to be careful that they don't play into this angry, ruthless man who has no limits, no boundaries. You see, they have to walk the tightrope, and they've done that. The Lego commercials and all of it, very classy. With America, it is not classy, it's not reasonable, and has no values. I keep saying it. I can't imagine what would have happened if Obama had came out on Easter Sunday and said, "Praise be to Allah." And the fact that more white folks don't comprehend that shows you how devilish and wicked they really are. The same crackers that screamed and hollered about that black man in that peach suit. The same ones. Barack Hussein Obama calling his wife for training. That's right. Post-racial my ass. They did it for years. For years. We got a president that gives billions of dollars away to other countries. Gives up top secret information. And you say nothing. So just for me, I really do. I think I got up this morning looking at this stuff, and I just felt a giant wave of relief. Not for the soldiers or the Marines or the airmen that probably will die at some point in this clown show, but the folks in the Middle East, my friend that lives over there, and others that could have died due to a reckless, vicious administration that really makes a mockery out of the idea of human rights and human dignity, and then he started a war and then tells you we can't afford to have Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security because of a war that he himself started. I didn't feel anything for the airmen and the soldiers and the Marines. I felt something for the people that live in the Middle East, that live in that region, that could have died due to just the reckless, the reckless actions of white supremacy. Can I say that? And I feel a bit of a joy and a bit of a happiness that for a moment at least, the U.S. government has stepped back from the press. I never understood that, the great Satan. And I was doing it this morning, last night I was thinking about it. I never understood the great Satan. I get it. These are devils. Not because of what they do, but because of the fact that they don't have any type of a humanity. That there's families affected forever with that school that they bombed. There's families. There's stories that were ended. There was probably love that died in that school. A school that you could find in Google Maps. When I was reading the Iraq War stuff, all these different books and narrative people that were involved, once they kept coming back, they'd say they don't feel grief like we do. Like when kids get killed, they don't feel. And I realized, no, that's the white man. They don't. It is true. They don't. You have no humanity. Not them. They have more humanity than you do. Yeah, they don't speak the white man's English, and whatever. Okay, they don't. Yeah, all right, I got it. But I just realized that now that for those men deployed, commanding officers, they don't have humanity. A lot of them. They don't. That's why they're so willing and able to take life, even when there's no threat to themselves. You have a lack of humanity. That's why you see anybody else, and you don't understand them. You see, I never thought about that years ago. I'm just glad to know, at least for the current time, lives been preserved.